All right, so we should be live.
Alrighty.
Let me just switch my screens real quick because this is too bright for me. There we go. Um,
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
so let's get. This is the last week of Nano. I know a lot of people are on pins and needles. Well, some people are like, I crushed it already, and other people are like, I'm not gonna make it. Then we have people in the middle who are still trying. That's what we're gonna do tonight. So without further ado, you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves. We'll start with the fraternal twin male, Mr. Stewie.
I'm D.L. Stewart. I write adult medieval fantasy, and tonight I will be working on book 2 of my Metagore series, Sovereign Duties. So, yeah. And I gave up on Nano. I've been swamped with work. I think I made it to like almost 30,000 or something last time I checked. So,
and I think you got sick too, right?
Yeah, I got sick like twice. And got my daughter's birthday tomorrow. I had my wife's birthday a couple days ago. My mom's birthday, my uncle's birthday, my grandma's birthday this month. It's just, no.
All right, so fraternal twin female.
Hey everyone, I'm author DL Tillery, and I will be working on my revision still. Like I must be the worst with deadlines. So I'm still trying to finish it, but there's a lot of changes that I wasn't like ready for, that I didn't think it would take me this long. But here we are. But at least my editor's getting paid already before she even has to do any work. So she's being cool about my self-made deadline not working out. But anyway, but that's what I'll be working on tonight. And you guys already know what I write: horror, fantasy, pretty much anything you mentioned except for sci-fi. But I might write that one day.
Well, no stressing on that. You'll get there.
Yeah.
And you'll be so glad when
you don't even know. Like
you'll be like,
well, you do know.
I revamped that the way I wanted it and told it the way I wanted to. Because it's one of those things where it's a blessing and a curse when you get that, oh shit, this is a great thing I could put in here. And then like, oh shit, it fucks up the other 8 chapters I just wrote. you know,
right? At least I'm writing towards it, so I can just be like, okay, well, this happened, and then this can just be completely deleted, or this section here can come to this section, because when the way I wrote it and started rewriting it, it's starting to like, there's a part that's integrated earlier. Like some of the things that happened a little bit later started happening earlier. That's funny how that happened, but that's what happened. So I would take a section there, edit it where it goes now, because I'm ending the book differently than I was going to end it, and then push some of the stuff that happened at the end of the book into book 2. So I'm ending it earlier, earlier, but not really. So it's because it's longer than it was going to be now too.
So it's longer, but you're still ending it early because you have more meat inside.
Ending it earlier because one of the scenes I wrote was more ended at this point. It's probably going to people be like, what the fuck's happening? Like, but that's kind of where I wanted to end it at. So that's what's happening, and all the other stuff that happened after that can be pushed into book 2. So book 2 already had been started when I finished it the first time. So, but at least I didn't go too far, and I already knew that I was switching a few things up, so I don't have to rewrite book 2 start, at least.
Right. Well, that's what I did. I had to write all 3 books at the same time in order to make sure that stuff is being done and shattered to make Stained and Sheer make sense.
Yeah, I get that.
So I did have to do that, but the process for me just seemed like it was easier to do it that way too. So I literally don't have to fix anything. Like I don't have to go, oh shit, I wish I put that bottle of mousse in that one scene to make this scene I don't have to do that now. So that was kind of a blessing. It's almost like I made one story, I just chopped it into 3 sections.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense though.
So what do you Stewie, I keep wanting to call y'all DL, so that's not to be Stewie. Stewie, what did you say you were working on?
I'll be working on Sovereign Duties.
Oh, okay. How far are you? Or do you even have any idea?
I think I got like 8 chapters left. Yeah, I think I cut it down to 49 chapters at the moment.
Oh wow, down to 49. Okay, look at you.
Yeah, I think.
So you have so literally you have 41 of your first draft done, and you got 8 to go.
I got 42 done. I still have an epilogue to do as well.
Nice, dude. I'm just gonna hire Stewie to write my shit. Like.
You make all the people who love those big epics very happy.
This one's gonna be a little bit shorter than the first one, but yeah.
Oh, you guys, I can't wait till y'all see the books and the booklets and all the other stuff.
Dude, that stuff looks so good.
I can't wait to show you all. I'm not showing you all though.
Yeah, she trying to be funny, y'all.
I'm just trying to wait till the party, but y'all will see him. I'm so happy. Stewie got to see his.
Yep.
And DL,
and a few others.
I may show you yours, DL. I may show you yours. I don't know. You're gonna physically be there, so I'm trying to hold as much back as I can. So can one of y'all?
Alex know, but you're a tease. See, Alex know.
I am a tease. I admit it. And yes, I'm just putting it out there. I don't care. I ain't got no eyebrows. Y'all gotta live with me.
The big glasses, we only know what you're talking about right now.
I tried to cover.
Like I said, pull the hat down.
Right, so they don't know.
Bring the hat down.
He had it right, man. Let me catch up on the chat.
I'll just put a hat on.
Quick.
I'm not in the draw on the eyebrows mood today.
I'm gonna run through the chat real quick and make sure we missed anyone. Yeah, we got a good amount of people tonight. Hey guys. All right, let's see here. I'm just gonna look at the chat here.
I'm gonna go back to StreamYard and see if I can pull some up too.
Okay, yeah, because you have the chat there. I think I see live comments on screen. I think I can. Yeah, so I can see here. Yeah, they added that. So
Shannon is here, my girl. Let's see. I think I have one of Shannon's book too. Leora.
Steven's here too. Yep.
Let's see. Shanita.
Robert. Hi.
Let's see. B to the third.
A triple B.
Alec, the bitch is here. Alec. Travel word. You're not a B.
Triple B trying to be funny, talking about, wait, there's two DLs? I can't tell them apart. I know. We look a lot alike.
I know the twins, they're giving me a heartbeat to go.
I think I'm a year younger, but we're still twins.
My girl.
This is true. It's okay.
So I think that's all I see. Everybody else is just lurking.
Yo.
Hold up. Locked Up Lucy. What's up? All right. So I cannot handle trying to keep up with chat. So the twins are going to do that for me tonight. So you guys, whatever you're working on, just let us know what you're working on. Are you participating in Nano? Have you given up on Nano? Have you crushed Nano? Let's just let us know. And we're going to do you guys want to do 15 or 20s tonight?
I'm up for whatever.
I'll take 20s because my ass didn't get to write earlier. So yeah.
I'd be better on 20s.
I get more words in because I'm like, for some reason, my mind's like, you got 5 more minutes, and it just writes more.
But it takes me like 5 minutes to get back into my groove because we're stopping and starting. Because in my normal writing, this wouldn't be it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what's going on in the chat, guys? Everybody
chatting. I mean, I can check it out. I mean, I'm just go through real quick. Everybody saying hello. What the ball? Oh yeah, Alex like the bitches here. Yeah, we know. Ava said, "Hey, yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah, I just washed my hair, so it's still wet. So that's what happened.
Did too. That's why the hat is on.
That's why my curls be out. Like it's time for the curls today.
Yeah,
I'm only doing black because I have to do Aphrodite's party this weekend, and I'm supposed to be like a dar. So then I have to go back to natural, somewhat colors. But I've been liking the blonde a lot lately. So
the blonde looks amazing on you.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna stick with blonde for a while. But now that I'm back to the black hair, I'm gonna have to probably be black hair for at least the rest of the month, December. So I'll probably won't go back to blonde until like January or something. Give it a little rest because let's see here.
Leora gave me the name Righty Aphrodite. So I
was gonna say Righty Aphrodite. What was that? Because that was new when I saw that.
Because I always put like Mighty Aphrodite, and then she put Righty Aphrodite, and I'm like, I'm using that tonight.
That's pretty funny.
I'll try to remember next week. I'll put Stewie so you can. Well,
if y'all gonna be bookending it with the DLs and the DLs, so yeah, I'm gonna need other names.
You too much. Oh my goodness.
I just saw something. I'm trying to find it again.
Ava, I was saying the DL. I'm sure this is 2 DL. Only 49 because DL with them high chapter numbers and shit.
Well, the first one was 58.
I know. So you think, oh, I'm going low, y'all, and we like, listen.
But it reads so smooth, like you don't necessarily realize.
We don't realize, but we like at the end of the book. I'm still like usually when I read epics and the book's this long, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker push out some chapters. Like what?
Oh, Locked Up Lucy. Don't feel bad that most people get stuck in the middle. The reason I have an easier time, I think, with my middles because because I know the middle is the part that gets me or gets humans. So I make sure I beef that up when I'm doing my outlines. So I usually can get
y'all with these numbers though. I'm just 46 all of you in the middle. Like what happened?
Gonna crush Nano, but still be in the middle of the book.
Dude, I'm like, these numbers though. Well, everybody writing epics over here?
Yeah, mine's sitting at 75.5 right now.
Yeah,
yo, what? I don't even know, dude. How are we siblings? What you talking about?
Don't forget though.
I got all the writing goods.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe because I'm a short story writer majority, but I'm like over here like, oh my god, y'all got 50,000 words. Y'all like, look, I'm not even done.
Shattered at 83. Shattered at 83.
Don't talk to me.
When I do stuff, I go above and beyond.
Dude, that's in everything I do.
I can shoot and then some.
That's in everything I do. So maybe in writing, I'm like, listen, this is gonna be balance level, y'all. Like, what they said, 50,000 novel. That's what's happening. Like, but I think my first book was probably only going to be like 62,000 words after I'm finished editing and sending it off to my editor. I really don't see it being that, but I guess that's okay if it's a 3-part series and it's not like it's an epic or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think it's paranormal. It's paranormal, like fantasy, horror.
Gemini Rising is easily going to be over $100,000. Easily.
Maybe I'll be writing something that's over $100,000, but I don't know. Y'all crazy.
I already know it. Like I already know it. I'm only in the first act of it, and it's a skeleton. Not a skeleton. It's a first draft where I know I did what you're doing right now. I made changes to something somewhere else. I have to go back and fix.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait till you read the change though. Oh my God! People gonna be writing me letters like, "You need mental help, girl." But anyway, and so I have to go back and fix that. And so yeah,
it's 100. There's not a war going on in book 2, but there's still a lot of deaths. And I think the deaths are going to be more traumatic to the reader than the first book. So
Tiffany's here as well. We've got Tiffany's here.
Lauren, you said what? Someone in your Nano group is writing one short story a day for Nano. I was talking about that earlier today too. Encounters is technically every chapter is one short story. I'm sorry, I'm clicking the wrong things. I cannot see. Forgive me. So I kind of did that for 8 days. I wrote one short story for 8 days. So I'm proud of myself.
Shoot. Well, I could do that.
That's the closest I come to being able to do it.
That I could do. I don't know because we're supposed to be doing the in December thing, right?
Yeah, I have to do. Well, the in December is a ready thing.
How's that?
I'll give you better details, but basically, you're getting indie authors like us. You're reading their stuff, and it's like playing bingo. So, like the card may say a book with a purple cover, and then you can say, "Oh, I read Shatter," and check that because Shatter has a purple color, or a book with a non-human heroine. Oh no, or things like that.
Yeah, you can play like 2 different ways. You can do like each book can only use it once, and you could just do like a regular bingo, or you can use that same book for like multiple categories. But then you have to.
So are we reading? Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah,
read those?
Yeah,
things?
It's books that you read that month.
Oh, okay.
Review or whatever.
Keep in mind that, like he said, if you use if you're doing straight bingo where you're just doing 5 across diagonally up and down,
you be 5 different books.
Use the same book over and over again. You have to do 5 different books. But if you do say, I'm going to do the whole card, then you can say, oh well, I have to use my book because I know mine. Shattered has a people of color, so I can check off people of color. And Shattered has a purple cover, I can check that off. And Shattered has a female lead, and I can check that off and have 3 squares cover. So
okay.
what you need to do is look up the go to Megan Tennant.
Yeah, Megan Tennant's the one that does it.
On Twitter, and you'll get it. You can get all the information and get the card, the bingo card.
Okay.
And go to Megan Tennant's channel, which is Cloud Kitten Chronicles. Everybody, do this, and you will get. She has a tag game too for that bingo card, which is off the hook, which I can't wait to do. The only other thing I want to say on it is she's looking for other indie authors who will be published in enough time. So if you're going to be published or already published this year or whatever, you can qualify to be one of the books that goes on her list, which she's sending out to everybody saying, read Metagore, read Shattered, get on that list, because she is the bomb with this.
Yeah.
She is amazing. And this is the second year that she's doing it.
So it's supposed to be all like indie.
It's all indie.
Yeah, it's all independent. It doesn't have to be author too. It just be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be author, but it just has to be independent. And it can. There's like a gray area too, because some people are like partially independent.
Like more like small presses and stuff.
So just check out all the rules to it, but yeah, and then the prizes, you guys, like do this. Plus, it helps all of us out because I'm one of the authors, so it helps us out.
Look, they're funny. What y'all talk about DLs in the comments? Y'all funny.
DL. Oh,
talk about us.
Ava
was like book have authors with initials DL. I'm sure we can find some of those.
I really wish I had a picture of the card. I can show you what it looks like, but you guys can easily look it up. Cloud Kitten Chronicles on YouTube. And check out in December. Yeah, last year that happened to me. Even I wasn't published in time. I was so sad.
So you're gonna be? I guess since you got a book out, you can be on it.
Yeah, I just talked to Megan about it, and Megan was like, "Encounters and Shatters," because they have one erotica category. I was like, I kind of wrote an erotica, so I'm like, yeah. So my book will count for points for you all. I can't win anything. It's not anything I would win, but it was, for everybody else who plays.
Oh, cool. So are you in it? Are you going to be in it, DL? Like
yeah.
Book in it? Okay, cool.
I mean, it can be whatever book, so it's not something you have to submit to or anything.
Okay.
But I know I posted on Twitter or whatever a couple days ago saying if anybody wanted to read it in December or whatever, I could send them like a free PDF version or something.
Well, I have my physical copy I can finish anyway, so I'll do that.
I'm sending physical copies to Megan for prizes too. So I'm just excited about it. Like last year I cried because I did it. I played, but I wanted to participate and I knew I wasn't in time.
I didn't hear anything about it last year, but I would like to do that. So you just so it's a card, because I never played bingo. So I'll have to check out the rules.
It's like a 5x5 card, and each square has a different category.
So you have to just read all that amount of books or whatever for the month?
No, think of it like this: like it's 25 squares.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 25 different chances that you could check off a box.
Okay.
Okay, so just stay with that part. Now let's say you read a book. You read Jenna Moressi's book, The Savior's Champion. And one of the 25 squares said, a book with a red cover or blood on it, a book with blood on it.
Red on cover or something.
And
okay.
So if it's on it, then you check
that
box. And you keep checking boxes until you get them in a row.
Oh, okay.
Or
I can't fucking say it, but
fill out the whole card.
Oh,
if you fill out the whole card, you get the chance at the bigger prizes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the categories.
Okay, yeah. Read the
whatever are red, which I guess red on the cover somewhere. 30 to 60 reviews. Released in 2019. Non-Western inspired. Gold or silver. 10 to 29 reviews. A dystopia or post-apocalyptic. A jolly comic, whatever.
Oh, I know one for that.
Magical fantasy, mythology inspired, animal characters, self-help, educational. The free square in the middle is to give an indie book to somebody. An erotica, horror, contemporary, science fiction, romance, mystery or thriller, 0 to 9 reviews, white and blue on the cover, a novella or poetry,
Yes.
over 500 pages, over 60 reviews, and then green on the cover.
Damn.
Right.
Okay, I probably could do that though. I used to read so many books in a month. That probably won't be a too big a deal, especially when I'm not doing anything else. So that's why I'm trying to push these next few days and finish this revision so I can focus on that.
I mean,
that'll be fun to do, not have to write anything.
You can start reading now. It just ends at the end of December.
Yeah, cool. I think the rules is to review it in December.
Well, I know I'm given a indie book anyway, so I'm buying a copy of Aphrodite's book for somebody. So
make sure that you do the reviews for the books that you read, and that's how you count them.
So you do the reviews for each one of the blocks that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. I guess I can do that.
Right, isn't it great? It's so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
So yeah, if you did mine, you'd get 7 squares.
Locked Up Lucy asked a question about
his book is chock full of shit.
I was gonna say, Locked Up Lucy asked a question, Aphrodite. About the indie
where do you get
cards.
these bingo indie?
That's not it.
No, that's not the one.
No, it's at the bottom.
821. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you can go to Megan Tennett's Twitter, and she's got a post pinned on her page, the first one, and it's got like a picture of it. I think you might be able to go to her website or something and download it.
Definitely on her website, because that's where I got it.
Yeah, I seen it on Twitter. It's her pinned post with it or whatever. And it's _Megan_Tennant.
And again, you can go on to her YouTube channel, which is Cloud. I can't say the word. Cloud Click. Somebody say
Kitty.
Cloud Kitten Chronicles. And all the links to everything is on there. So everybody good to go about that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna see about it. Hopefully I can do that, because it's definitely a lot of time involved in it, obviously. If you can pull it off.
Let me see. Well, Alec, because I didn't play to win last year. I played to help. So even if you can't read 5 books or whatever it is, or just read Stewie's book and practically cover the card.
Well, I'll be good then. I'll read Stewie's book anyway in December.
You give up how many spots does his book cover?
7.
Yeah. So you read Stewie's book, you got 7 squares right there.
Well, I might be able to do it because your book, both of your books, Aphrodite, and then Stewie,
a novella and an erotica.
Yeah.
So that comes too.
Purple. So
and the shadow.
I might be good with that, but I can throw a few other ones in. No problem. I probably can still. I'm gonna try.
Anything that you read this year counts. So don't look at it. Don't think you can't. Even if you're not playing to win. Again, I didn't play to win last year. I played to help. So
I like winning.
I did so many Amazon reviews last year. So many Amazon reviews last year, and I know that the authors appreciated it. And it was all in December.
Oh yeah, of course. That's cool though. I'm gonna have to do that. So. What time you guys want to start the first 20-minute sprint? You want to start at 8:30? About 8:24 right now.
It's 8:20. We might as well just start.
We can just start.
Yeah, and just somebody keep track of the 20.
I'll make a timer then. I'll time it. I will time it.
If I ever get where I can look at the screen and do this whole thing where the timer's on the screen, I'll do that. The reason I don't do it is just because I don't want to click something by mistake. I can't. It's just really all that simple.
All right, so I'm starting the timer now. So I guess we can go.
All right, guys, knock it out.
See you in a little bit. All right, that's time.
Oh, I clicked it just in time too.
Yeah, it just was up.
So how did everybody out there do? I was very productive, even though I thought I heard a mouse, which is why I left up out of here to go see, because I don't play Rodentia, especially MFers ain't paying no damn bills. You don't get to come up in here. I don't play that. But I'm not even sure. I still may have heard one. I just didn't find any.
Didn't see any evidence.
Right. So I just poured bleach and everything just now.
That'll do it.
Because that's what I do. Like if I freak out, like I'm not afraid of mice. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want them motherfuckers in my house. And so I went and I said I just poured bleach and like out any of the trash and stuff. And if it's a mouse, we'll find out.
True.
How'd everyone do?
I got 681.
What'd you do?
681.
Slow night for you. 681 words.
Yeah.
You poor thing. I may have gotten about 200.
I'm not even. It don't even matter. I deleted so much it moves shit around. I'm revising, so it don't matter. I just let us know what I revised some.
Did someone new come in?
Yeah.
I thought I saw a different.
I did say hi and told him we were in Sprint. D, I think. D something.
Forgive me. I just not a good vision day for me today. There we go.
Yeah, D.
Hi D. D Blair Gold. What's up with that? I love that. Let's see.
Numbers are coming in.
You said numbers are coming in, so let me scroll down. Let's see. Leora, 320. Very bad book. Very bad books coming for you.
854.
She said she ain't
talking about eat a deal.
She ain't messing with you, she said.
Hey, don't be messing with my brother. He got some numbers coming out all the time. So
Steven, who always kills it.
Yeah, really though.
48. No matter what, like Steven coming in. Oh, Lauren said, I'm serving.
Did you make me make a mistake and put a 0 on there? I'm just saying.
Lauren meant 143, not 1,043.
Are y'all trying to be in a contest over here? So I'm just saying.
Wait,
like,
no. Look at Stewie's face. Though Stewie's like, oh, okay.
Look at Alex flipping the table now.
Stewie's like, oh, the gauntlet.
Let me switch projects and we'll see.
Get him, DL. Get him.
Y'all are now. I would like to point out, I am now looking into the camera. It is not a competition.
Oh, it is.
Oh, go for it. Like, you saying no to that because that's too entertaining.
3. Okay, you know what?
Oh, look at these big swingers tonight up in here. Like,
I'm about to throw mine there now. I'm about to. Y'all hurting my feelings.
Forget all y'all be fucking with the 80,000.
The Russian is cracking her knuckles. Look. Let me tell y'all about my little sister Katya.
Watch out.
She went home and got some home cooked oatmeal from Mama. And Mama hooked her up, and now she got like her Wheaties in her, so she's not playing tonight, she said. You get the good food. Who, by the way, her mama's gorgeous, by the way, you guys.
Leora, I posted to your comment earlier about that. I knew the Arabic one, but I don't know about Palestine, but I know in Arabic. I
looked it up. I wish my father is not here. He could tell you. My father.
I only know a little bit of Arabic because of belly dance, but I put it up here in the comments.
My friend doesn't know. I'll find it.
When you asked, so what time was that? I don't even trying to find the timestamp.
Versus the Russian. Don't make me turn that into a novella. I like that title.
Yeah, I did answer. I think it's down here. Here it is. I'll repost it again. I think it was like I answered it.
Your name. I don't see your name anywhere. Danny, where?
I did. It was up there like at 8:43. That's the time stamp that it shows.
8:43.
I'll just put it again because
I'll go up to 8:43. That I can see at least.
Oh, okay.
I can see numerals for whatever reason. Damn. How long ago was it for the third?
Like Hamar.
I say it.
Hamar. That's what I mean, that's what I know, but I want to check that though. But
And look up the pronunciation because I don't know how to pronounce that.
I can pull that up on Google Translate though, if you want to hear what it sounds like.
Wait a minute, I missed somebody.
This is what it supposedly sounds like, and obviously
All right,
oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
So obviously y'all all trying to show me up, but that's right.
Wait a minute.
Shannon, I thought we were boys.
And obviously all right, so I'm gonna pause that and then I'm gonna play this. So give me a second. Hangmaru. Can you guys hear that?
Hamaru.
Hangmaru. At least that's the
no, they travel with their R. I like that.
Yeah. Hangmaru. At least that's what they say it sounds like when you say it. So that could be an instance of ass, jackass, donkey. They would use it in those terms.
So are they using it basically as the animal though, but not as the insult?
Actually, that's where it comes from. I mean, talking about an actual ass, they probably would use the actual term, which would be buttocks. But if you're talking about ass, that's what it is anyway. When you call someone an ass, you're actually calling them a jackass.
Oh my goodness! Now they in there fighting. Y'all cut it out.
They're fighting. You forget about DL already talking about. I'm switch projects. You want to come for me?
Oh, I already switched.
Wait a minute. Forgive me, anybody that I missed. I am trying so hard. Janita, all y'all with these hundreds. Okay.
Oh, look at them. Y'all funny. Look.
Are they
come get it, Stewie? Uh-oh. Fighting words.
Where are your clothes?
It's in the locker. You got 2 drops of juice on them.
No.
Hi, gorgeous.
That's lady.
Bad.
Well, there's a bala for jerk ass. Cool. How do you say crazy in Russian? B to the third power? Because that's what this is turning into. This is not an MMA match.
Dude, that's too funny.
But on the flip side of that, we are trying to get as much in because this is the final week of Nano. This is it. Wait a minute. Today is Tuesday. 1, 2.
Yep.
Real quick announcement. 4 days till my release. 4.
Countdown, y'all.
4. So I got 3 days to get everything else done.
Just now realizing it. Dun, dun, dun. Look at them. You guys are funny. Look, they talk about Stewie and the baby like Stewie uses toddler.
I get my 6-year-old in here and she'll defend me. She's feisty.
Oh, I know. They usually are, though, aren't they?
Is the 6-year-old the middle one or the oldest one?
The oldest one. She turned 7 tomorrow.
Oh,
usually the middle ones. They'll be the one.
Oh, the middle ones. When she was like little, before she could even talk, we'd tell her to say hi or wave at people, and she would literally just glare at them and hiss every time.
That's like my kind of kid, like her.
That's middle child syndrome right there.
You were like, well, yeah, that's what happened.
All right, let's see.
I used to hiss at people. They used to call me a witch because obviously I'm a goth. So people be like, yo, witch. I'd be like, turn around and be like, Adam. And then they'd be like, ooh. Like, yeah, that's right. Don't fuck with me.
You know what? The thing is about stuff like this, Leora, is like kick some ass is English slang. So you would have to break it down. Like, what does kick some ass really mean? And I think that means like beat some, like win the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe look up win the fight instead of kick some ass. That way it'll make more sense. You know what I mean? Like when I because I like to work in conlang, because I have to catch myself when I'm trying to think of a example, because we use stuff so much we don't even realize it. Like when you're saying that somebody dissed you, everybody that's listening right now understands what that means, but that would not even make sense. So if you translated dissed to what a different language and like, So you will have to actually go for, and I'm using a bad example. You have to go for the actual words that it means as opposed to the words that you use. So if you did this, that means you disrespected me is what dis means by itself. You disrespected me. So then you have to look up you disrespected me to mean the slang term of dis. If that makes sense. Conlangs are fun though. So when you're doing conlangs, go for it. Right. Break a leg. Now, if you said that to somebody and break a leg, it's a theater term because it's bad luck to wish good luck for theater stuff. So you have to say bad stuff like break a leg. There's a lot of terms for that, but break a leg is the most common one. But yeah, if you're telling somebody to break a leg, you're wishing them good luck without saying good luck, because if you say good luck, then you wish them bad luck, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that would make sense in another culture. Like, hey, break a leg. Like, for real, what? Why would you wish me to break my leg? So you would have to go for what it means as opposed to what words you used.
Yeah, different languages have different terms and sayings and stuff, so you have to take that into account. That's why you have to find
that was a way better example than mine.
Well, that's what you're saying anyway. So it's just like that's all it is, because it's like Japanese. Because since I know Japanese, like the way they say things, or they would say something. If we said, or let's just use an example that I would say, "Get out of here!" Like get out of here! Like I'm shocked at something. I'm not telling you to ask me. But everybody that I know that's foreign to my country, then they'll be like, "Where?" Like get out of here.
That's true though, because I said it to a little kid. I was living in California, and he spoke mainly Spanish, but he knew some English, and he knew enough English for conversation. He was only 6 years old, right. and I said that get out of here, and he left.
Yeah, they will.
So you gotta be careful.
Right. So that type of thing right there. So if I say get out of here, we know in the US that usually means, like, depending on what we're talking about, we say get out of here. I don't believe that. You're kidding. Yeah, you'd have to look up like I don't believe that, or something that's unbelievable. You'd have to look up like that, because that's what we mean by that. Because different languages
always go for what it means as opposed to the words that you use.
True.
I want to say like kick some tukas. That's Yiddish. Kick some tukas. Where the last word is yet. Okay, I should have kept going. But instead of Yiddish, I want to fill in Arabic. Is okay. So yeah, if you're doing one word and it's an actual language, then you probably could just go for it.
Yep, true. Oh, Leora, yeah, I know it's a compliment, but they don't think it's a compliment. They think they're like, oh, I'm like saying something. I'm like, if you think I'm a witch, that's cool. But you really shouldn't be fucking with me then. I'm just saying.
Oh, and you know what else is bad luck? Speaking of, thanks, Leora. You know what else is bad luck? Whistling in a theater.
What?
I don't know why, but if you whistle in a theater, it's a whole bunch of little rituals you got to do to counter the fact that you whistled.
You talk about like superstitious stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know nothing about none of that. I mean, I heard a few things in passing, but I never heard that one before.
Yeah.
Whistling in a theater. You best be quiet. Like, what you whistling for?
What did you say that she showed now? No, that was like perfect. That was perfect, because I know, like, it's one of those things where I'm a big origin person. Like words now that you might say a word. Okay, I'm not going to use that because it's going to make me mad. But you say a word that used to mean something, or meaning that used to mean something that was deep meant that thing, but now it's not even remotely used in that way, and then you no longer even realize the original thing. That's the stuff I like. I love origins. Like, yeah, you're using blah blah blah, but do you know what that used to mean? Okay, I'll give you one. Nowadays, people comfortably call people bitches. I still don't like that, and when they say it, they mean that's my friend. I love her. We go back. We deep. This, that, and third. La la. That's my bitch.
Yeah, I call my mom that all the time.
20 years ago, you would not be getting that same response.
It depends on how you say it. Like me and my mom call each other bitch all the time. Right. Like, bitch, but I go like, but I drag it. I'll be like, bitch.
I heard you. I'll be in the background. I'll be like, I'm waiting for your mom to punch in your forehead.
Nah, she wouldn't even try that. She knows she would mess with me like that.
No, but I'm just saying that you're not saying that in any kind of with any direct.
Right, we do that with each other, but I wouldn't just randomly call a chick I know a biatch unless we were been friends for like X amount of years that she knows my language. Obviously,
My
I'm not trying to call her name.
Every time she starts a sentence with me, that's the first thing she says, and she means it with a complete term of endearment.
Of course, yeah, it's not like that though.
I don't freak out and correct people and shit like that because I know that's where it's coming from. But trust me, my old head self, every time I hear it, the next thing was you were fighting because somebody called you a bitch.
Sure. I mean, in the context of somebody call you out your name, I don't agree with anybody calling anyone out their name because you don't get to do that. Like if you guys are having an argument, then have a adult argument. I don't believe in name calling because once you call me a name, argument is over. Conversation that could have happened is over because I think your brain capacity is so small because you went to name calling because you had nothing else intellectual to say. So I'm not going to speak to you now because I think you're an idiot and I don't talk to idiots. So that's just what happens with me. I'm like, and it's over. Bye. Done.
Wait a minute, look, I want y'all to look into Stewie's eyes.
Oh, look, everybody talking. Look. You see the chat?
Stewie is saying, shut up so I can crush these people.
Look, well, it's 9:00, so we're gonna start the next one. But everybody's already. If you read the everybody gonna read the chat. Like everybody's like, look, he about to come for us. He got like a crush on. Look, he ready.
His eyes are like if they don't stop.
So we about to go ahead and let Stewie do his battle. I'm curious to see his numbers when he come back. Cause he ain't playing. Look at him getting all closer.
I gotta get comfy for this.
All right, so now this is the only battle royale round we are doing. Calm y'all nerves.
You can say that all you want to. I don't think they listen to that.
I'm pulling. I didn't even pull my document up. That's how secure I am. I didn't pull mine up yet. We're gonna go in here and do this.
Like I said, I already switched, so I'm ready.
Oh shit! I'm ready to see what the number's gonna be after this. This is gonna be straight funny. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer. You guys ready? And I'll let it ding this time so you'll know when it's over.
All right,
20 minutes.
Close my mic so y'all don't hear me banging.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and right. See you in 20. Last time.
Okay. Your girl was rocking. I want to say two things.
Mm-hmm.
I did not start till 9:08 because I could not find my document, couldn't pull it up. All of that good, happy stuff. Then couldn't find the folder. It was a mess.
Mm.
All right, so let me go back and find it. How'd y'all do?
I got 1169.
Woo!
Hold on. Oh, fuck. I hate you so much. I was so proud of my number. Okay. I don't hate you at all. And let me go back to. There we go. Yeah, I got 10:04.
Man.
But I want to still point out that I missed quite a few minutes.
This is true. What'd you get, Stewie? 11 what?
69.
Damn.
I ain't talking to you for
Oh my God, Stewie, though.
Damn, I was talking too. Oh my God, I was having so much fun.
Tiffany, you and I'll just be over here. Forget all them. I only did like 340 because I was only writing a C, but I'm not even in this shit because guess what? Y'all crazy.
Every single number is great.
I know. Oh, duh. Oh, look.
Wait a minute. I'm going to try to click. Hold on.
Tiffany got 343.
Okay. And then hasn't caught up.
Stream on that hasn't caught up, but I can read it here.
Facebook. I mean, on YouTube it did.
All right. So Lauren got 1050. And Triple B, Very Bad Books got 916.
Stewie has been dethroned at Steven's writing corner. Whoa! Wait! What I miss? I got stuck on the word of me.
Oh, Stewie got Steven got 1203.
What?
Yeah, he was pushing that. Damn.
We got another sprint.
There it is. I see it.
We got another one, Stewie.
First of all, wait a minute. I'm seeing some. Let me go up. I see.
Are you getting them now? Ava got 108.
They all came at one time, so let me go to the top.
Okay.
All right. Tiffany, amazing at 343. And let's see. 11. Yeah. Forgive me. I have to click on my way down. So if I hit you twice, I'm sorry. 1050. Lauren Yates. 916. All right. Warriors up in here. Let's see.
They ain't playing.
Nobody is playing. Nobody asked you, Stuart.
That's too funny. I can't.
Wait a minute. I think people are a little bit upset. See, okay. I've never done that in my life on a stream. I've done more without a stream, but I just want to point out again. I started.
It's a good job either way. Anybody on here get anything.
I think it was one of y'all streams before I started joining on camera or whatever. I did like 12 something and 15.
And on 15, listen.
Or somebody's stream. It was 15 minutes. I did 12 something.
I was able to do a 14.
Yeah. Must have been into that, right? Well, what am talking to you for, Mr. Epic over here and shit? You must be pushing that kind of numbers on record anyway to finish that shit.
Rocking it out, my girl Eva. Listen, I was able to do a 14 once, but I wasn't streaming. I was on somebody else's, and I never was able to do that again. And
I think sometimes if you're not a person that regularly pushes that out and you do it, it might be because of whatever you're writing at the time.
12.
Yeah, I think that's whenever I started my memoir or whatever right at the beginning.
I think the highest I've gotten when I did one of Sarah Swanbaber's streams. I think I did like 850. That was a lot for me for 15 minutes. So
damn.
Everybody got crazy numbers tonight.
It looks like when people get mad, then some shit goes down.
I wish I could have got in on that because that's pretty fun to try to be like everybody trying to push out some crazy numbers. I would like to get on that.
Woo!
But there's no way I'm doing that on a revision.
I can't lie though. I gotta admit, it was fun because I don't do this. Like,
we should do that because I think we should do like some streams like that.
I can barely breathe. I can breathe.
We should do some streams like that because I think it helps push the writers to put more words out, you know, even if it's like, you know, they really trying to do it. But I think we should do like death matches or whatever just for fun. Just for fun. Like, it's not like we try to compete or nothing.
We have death matches, and then, you know, Stewie and B to the third gonna have grudge matches.
We should do that. Like, it'll be fun though, I think. Even though it's like it's all good fun. It's not like we're trying to be like, you know. But it'll be good for us because we have like amazing numbers and finishing our books faster too, which is
STE versus STE.
I know, right? Steven and Stewie all like, what? That's crazy.
So
look at Allie making the battles and shit.
So great, Laura. Oh my!
Oh, watch out!
Wait, now we talking shit. Okay.
Everybody talking bad.
Wait a minute. Here you go. I'm gonna bury you with cookies because I don't know. I can't trash talk. Let's see. Like weak morals of America. Oh my God. Damn.
Look at Laura like because I don't get broken. Sorry, y'all. Watch out.
Okay, I just want to say I'm not fighting next round. We can do it next round, but I'm not fighting.
I know Eva's been like giving out like prizes for different things. Sometime we should do like see who can get the most and give out like a prize for that.
We could do that. What would be a good prize?
Somebody's book.
I'll give out my book. I don't care.
Say.
Ebook, anyways.
Dylan, we do not say such words.
Tell him after.
We are goddesses.
Goddess versus Russian. Look at B.
Oh, are you trying to go against me, baby?
Look,
flex. I thought we were buds, but are you battling me?
Look, I will bury you like my books. Trash talking. Watch out.
Oh, wait a minute now. So I will pull out some of my kinky erotic stuff and I can run through that. I pulled out one of my epics to be fair to you all. But don't let me pull out
now she trash like y'all
don't let me pull out my other stuff.
Look at Alec like feeding it.
And you know Alec the one too. Alec be like, oh, you know what she said? Wait a minute. Woo! What that girl just say, girl?
What that girl just say, girl?
Alec be running back and forth. Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said?
I can write the hell out of a sex scene.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be back there with some popcorn, just watching.
I do.
Look.
Have a strength. I do have a strength. That is my strength. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Y'all funny.
I already have one in mind. Are we doing this? Because I got one in mind. No. Okay, calm down. Because I ain't got no boyfriend, so I don't need to be writing this stuff tonight. Wait a minute. Who talking shit now? He's not stepping up to the match. Are you talking? Stewie, I believe that's towards you.
Oh, I always come hard. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Dylan, do not feel like you're struggling. If you have 3,000 words, then you have 3,000 words that you did not have in September and October.
Oh my goodness.
Woo, y'all.
That's what it's about, fun. But you get numbers like she talking about she having fun. Like with them numbers, how you having fun? You doing for real work over here.
I know, right?
Talk about this is what you do when you have fun. What you do when you serious?
King of sex scenes. I am the goddess.
Yeah, she really is though. I'm just saying.
Tag team K-drama knowledge versus hats.
You know who that is.
See, the fight is supposed to be a fair fight.
Look.
Understand that. Everybody that's in the chat and everybody that's on the stream are writers. Therefore, a writing challenge is fair. We cannot have a K drama challenge when only two people in the thing know it.
Well, at least that's what you think. After that, maybe somebody else being here.
I mean, it could be 3 or 4 y'all, but it ain't all of us.
Oh, you should have heard me. I was messing with my little brother earlier because I was hanging Christmas lights, and I was talking about some stuff that's coming in the mail. I have a bunch of BTS stuff coming in the mail, and like a card set with Lee Minho on it, and I was like,
oh, see.
Then I was talking about Ivy too, and I was like, look, if I ever met you, Ivy, I totally like want to rape you.
Totally be in jail.
Yeah, I'd be in jail. And then I was like, but I know you married, so I wouldn't be like, but then again, that means I don't have any morals anyway if I'm jumping you and you didn't ask me to.
Wait a minute. You don't have any morals, but you do have some rules because it's like honor among thieves kind of thing.
Right.
I'm gonna jump your bones. Oh, wait, you're married?
Well, I obviously was just like joking, but I was messing with him. He was like shaking his head at me, and I was like, I had his music playing, and I was like, yeah, play that guitar, me Ivy. Then I was like naked, and my little brother was like, I'm leaving. I was like, oh, Josh,
we're gonna do another sprint. So I'm glad you caught up, and let's get you over.
Yeah, we're gonna do another 20.
What time is it right now?
It's 33.
All right, 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we'll do a 20. We'll go to the top of the hour. Oh my God!
25 minutes.
It is.
Oh.
To go to the top of the hour.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My brain said 40, and then I'm sorry.
35. You meant 35.
I'm cool. Okay.
I have BTS swag coming. I have an army necklace coming because I'm part of the army, and then I have a bunch of pillowcase covers.
They do over emote, but that's what I like about K dramas.
Yeah, they are good. Like it depends on who you're talking about because I love Rain, but Rain's like he's mostly a singer, but his dramas no.
That's because Rain stays in cool mode.
That's cool. He can be cool all he wants to, but I can't watch him in a drama.
Action films like
he was fine in Assassin because the calling it Ninja Assassin. That was a stupid name because that sounds like a double negative.
Good in it.
Of course, he's Candy. He's eye candy for sure, but Rain cannot do acting that great. Like he can't. I wouldn't watch him do a drama. I tried. He kiss scenes, no. Kiss scenes not believable at all. I have my favorite guys in K drama, but Rain isn't one. But Rain is a good singer and dancer.
I'm Candy. Sorry. All Rain got to do is stand still and do this.
Yeah, I know he.
I'm gonna go get me something to drink while y'all talk about that.
Yeah, you go do that.
And I say, it's an Oscar.
Well, he does for singing and dancing, though. I'm not saying that though. But but I do have a BTS flag coming, and my pillows. My pillows are coming.
I got the dolls.
I know you do. I started to get the dolls, but I want a bunch of the pillows, and I have like some posters coming. My little brother was like, I was like, guess what? You don't want to even know what I'm gonna do with them pillows. And he was like, that's it. I'm going back upstairs.
Yes, he does.
I'm sorry. Did you see the guy? Did you see the guy from History?
James.
Did you see the guy from History? It was this dance group, K-pop group called History. One of the guys and then his pet, dude, his torso. It was just like, and then he had a nerve to do like an undulation while dancing, and I was like, I have that on a GIF, and I just watch it, like his torso rolling. I'm like, listen.
Yeah, we tend to do that to poor Dio. He tolerates our crazy.
Yeah, he knows. Nobody's gonna be bringing up no K-dramas in here.
Yeah, while them girls all distracted, I'm gonna write 1,200 words. He's taking out those next 1,200 words.
Listen, since I watched K-drama, my sex scenes have gotten better. My kiss scenes have gotten better, so it's part of work too. I'm just saying.
All right, we missed the minute window by minute. Let's go.
It's all right. Let's go and go. 20 minutes. I'll go ahead and set the timer. All right, and go.
Get out of me. Okay. How'd everybody do?
I did about 267 words writing a new scene.
You're still muted, Stewie. There you go.
There
I
it is.
did 284.
Cool.
284.
1238.
12:30. We don't want to play with you no more.
Damn, look at him still rocking out the creek.
Oh no, he said he ain't going down like no punk. Steven hit him hard. All right, so I don't know if StreamYard is caught up or no one answered yet because I can't tell. Let me switch.
There's been a couple answers.
Okay, there you go. I see it. All right, so I got 284. We already know what Stewie did. LC got 685. Lauren, damn, 1072.
Goddamn, 1072.
DL got 267. Y'all are killing it. The Novel Nana. Hi, Novel Nana. What's up? All right, Lauren, but you stopped at one point because you thought we were done. Well, damn. Okay, so if you need a sprint, this is the place to be. We got another one coming. Right now, we were in the middle of a battle royale. In case you missed the last two.
A few of us were not.
Yeah. The last two sprints, and everybody lost their minds.
Everybody trying to come for DO.
Let's see. Very Bad Books, 120. Locked Up Lucy, 441. Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't even want to really claim my 284 because my 284 were easy. Like when it comes down to doing like dialogue parts, and I was at a part of the scene that was dialogue, I can really knock dialogue out quicker than I can description.
Me too. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I have to go back and decide if I really want to say that. Then I'm good at making sure I'm staying in the right person's voice. So I have to go, do that kind of stuff too. So yeah. Who's having a party? I saw the word party.
Thank you, Novel Nana.
Eva said see you at the after party to BBB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Novel Nana. Make sure that you guys, every time I have a stream or every time I go on anyone's stream,
subscribe.
I always subscribe to whoever is in there.
Yep.
No matter what. I always subscribe. So subscribe to everybody. Keep us going. Keep everybody going. This is our family, Let's see. And I don't remember. Let me check Novel Nana.
Yeah, I'm going to subscribe to Novel Nana now.
Oh, yeah, I'm already subscribed to you. I've been subscribed to you already.
I wasn't because I don't think I even met before.
So, yeah, everybody, hit everybody up. There's no one that comes in the streams that I don't subscribe to.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're all indies and we're all in this together. I'm trying to see. Forgive me, guys, trying to keep up. Let me go back to StreamYard and see that way.
Oh, nice.
Mama Afro. So funny. Look, I'm the mama. My wrists are on fire. I'm out, y'all. Okay. 1588 for today. That's what's up. Yes. That makes me so excited. Let's see. Love you too. Are you kidding? You guys, I live for my other two family.
Are you heading out, Tiffany? We'll see you next time. That's okay. I get up early in the morning.
I understand. Believe me.
Yep.
I left this whole week open for me to do as much as I wanted and sleep as long as I wanted because I have so much I have to get done. So much. Like I couldn't even define it for you. It's so much.
Did everyone get their numbers in yet? We're still waiting for a little bit. We still want to do one more sprint if we can. But we have to start soon if I'm gonna stay in it. Because I have to run a certain time.
Yeah, I'm going to say what time is it? So 5 after we're starting, so it's till 25 after, guys. 49,000. Oh, you get ready to smash Nano.
Yeah.
You are
Nice. You're real
great.
close.
Smash
You're right at
Nano.
the end. Yeah, right at the end with the.
Yep. Yep. I didn't do it nano in November. I'm doing my nano in December. And this is my project for nano for December is Gemini Rising. And I want to show it to you, my outline, my actual checklist outline. And I don't know if you can see it. Don't pay attention to it saying July. I changed my mind about doing it in July, but I didn't want to do to redo the document. So that would be December. This is what I have to write in December. And I know it's probably blurry. If you see a blue line, then it's a scene I already had that has to be rewritten. Mm. If you see green, the scene didn't exist before.
Cool.
So that's what happens in December. Oh, purple is just what the chapter. So wait, let's do that again. So purple is literally just a chapter. So everything that's from purple to purple is a chapter. So all this is one chapter. But each little bullety thing is a scene, and I keep word counts on the sides. If you can see that.
Yep.
There you go. I keep word counts here. So for this will be IA4. That's what I wrote tonight. IA4. I will have 1004 for the word count for that scene.
Nice.
So
I'm to keep track of this like that. I'm not that organized yet.
But I had two scenes that didn't exist before. So where the blue scene, like where it says Cedar talks to them all about the impending troubles, that scene didn't exist before. But what happened was I got all the way to Act 2 and realized I needed that scene to happen all the way in the beginning. So I had to go back and add that to the outline. And then Daylor goes to take care of Lita didn't exist before at all. But his character got built up, which meant he needed to exist sooner than he did. So then I had to give him a real life. And then when he got his backstory, oh my God.
My God. I only got 643.
I don't see that. Where do you see that?
It showed up at 10:02 when you saw yeah.
Get that playlist going, light a candle, knock out the words. Yeah, Lauren, we must be twins. Seriously.
Yeah, I just tried to subscribe to a few people that I've missed.
Pure and sex is an oxymoron. I'm just saying.
I did I think I had missed a few people before from some of our other streams that I actually just finally caught. But some people was in here that I hadn't seen on when I did on my channel. So I did catch a few people this time around, at least.
Right. And I do it every time because I
get so caught up that I forget a few people because especially if we get like 20 people and I try to go through, I might miss a few. But if we get return people, I can catch them next time.
And that's what's happening now as months go on. Wait, what time is it? Oh, we have to start now. But everybody start. Just want to finish the sentence. As months go on, it just seems like it's so many of us, but we all are talking to each other, so it's not as many new subs for me. But every once in a while, I'll catch a new one. I caught 2 today. All right, go right.
All righty. See you at 25.
See you at 10:25.
Yeah. Mm.
Excuse me. didn't scare me that time, at least.
Mm-hmm. You said it's scary that time. Oh Lord. Okay. So everyone can post their numbers.
Oh shoot, I don't know what mine are. Well, it doesn't matter because what I did was I went back and did a mini edit of the scene I wrote where I got the big number.
Yeah.
And so now the scene went from 10:04. It is now 9:80.
Cool.
But that's 9:80 like final. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to do anything else to it until after the betas get their hands on it. So literally I can move on to the next scene. How'd you do, Stewie?
12-13.
Oh wow. You must not have felt good.
Stewie,
All you got was 12-13.
Look.
Really?
Look, I gotta tell you, Dio, you're my hero. I gotta tell you that.
I need a hero. Holding up.
Hell, I might finish my memoir before I finish Sovereign Duties.
Apparently, at this rate, we're just gonna be like.
Memoirs take forever, though.
No.
Apparently not. We'll just get Stuart to write all of our memoirs. How about that?
You ain't got to think as much about it.
It's true because it's happened.
Yeah,
right?
but it's going to be long. I mean, unless
depends on the topically based.
Y'all are babies.
I mean, if he's not doing his entire life. Well, he's not doing like his entire life, though.
No, I'm just doing when I made music.
Yep.
Okay. So
yeah, he did like
because I'm telling you, if I wrote my entire life, I will never get it done.
No, it's not like a biography or autobiography or anything like that.
Yeah, someone else is going to write mine and just talk about me. So technically, it won't be a memoir. But yeah, I can see the stories now. She was
some numbers are coming into.
What a hoochie that girl was.
It's funny.
Let's see. Barely got here. Phoenix, I didn't even see you come in.
Yeah,
79.
Good job sneaking in.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, look at novel Nana.
Shit, I made just 49555 a few seconds ago.
I'm sure
you are on fire.
Good job.
59 Rebel editing. That's what's up.
I know, sir.
Eva, please edit all my stuff for me. She said low. 1068. Cheesy peasy. Let's see. I got lost in the scene that belongs to nothing, so added 558. Yes. All right, bear with me. I just lost my place because it moved. Why would it do that? 182 for the Copperhead Sisters. It will. And then you'll probably be mad at me taking out 500 and some words of it. Emotionally draining. Yeah, talk to me about emotionally draining tomorrow. My characters were supposed to have a romantic moment and they decided to argue instead and threw a wrench in my whole life. That's okay, because then the best romantic moments happen after fights.
Uh-oh.
Yes. You take that heat into it. No, we're not going to go there.
Why do I feel like Cheers going to happen? You know the two, and they're always arguing, and they were like, right after that.
Elsie got 379 words.
Nice.
I didn't do shit. Dead in the Water. Is the title taken yet? Dead in the Water. I've never even remotely heard it. Google it.
Yep.
Google it. See, we can talk about that for a second. My book is called Shattered, as you know by now. It's like 8 billion books called Shattered. And there's even one called Shattered by someone named April something. So if you type in Shattered and type AP, hers is going to come up. But here's the thing. There's like 1 billion of them, but none of them are talking about the same thing. No. And it's just like the opposite is true. There are a lot of books called Fallen or The Fallen, but all of them are talking about like the fall of Lucifer. So maybe not name your book The Fallen if you're telling that story. Right. You know? So I didn't worry about my title being the same because my original title was called Shades of Grey.
Before.
So you can ask me why I changed if you want to. but it was called Shades of Grey. Then the next one was called Shades of Grey, White Lies, and then Black Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And because of 50 Shades of Grey, which has nothing to do with what Shattered is about, I said, maybe I won't use that title anymore. Even though I had the title since 14 and fuck that bitch, I chose to switch it. So, but again, Shattered is just as popular, if not more so.
I want to know. I want to know what Lauren was thinking and what she talked about. She said my mind went straight to the gut. I'm like, are you talking about for the title? Because I want to know.
Wait a minute, I didn't even get that far. So. I'm not even where you are. Like Shades of Grey. Yeah, my book was actually titled Shades of Grey since I was 17 years old. And my little goddaughter called me up and she said, they stole your title. They stole your title. And I said, baby, no one stole anything from me because you can't steal titles. You can name your book The Bible if you want to. Titles.
All right, Lauren, you're going to be like that.
And then she was like, no, but they took Shades of Grey. And I was like, what? I just finished White Lies. How are they taking Shades of Grey? What am I going to do? It took me forever to get that title. So I decided to then name it The Glass Corridor after the glass corridor in my old school that I put into the school in the book. But I said, I still have 3 books. What else am I going to come up with? So I changed it again. And I said, I'll make the series called The Glass Corridor. And now I have shit connected to glass. So that's how I came up with Shattered, Stained, like Shattered Glass, Stained Glass, and then the Sheer Glass. So that's how I was born. So thank you, Heifer, for stealing my book title because I think my new one's a better.
Name turned out well. I gotta run, guys. So I'm gonna have to.
I knew you were gonna have to leave.
I'm gonna close out real quick. You guys already know who I am, author DL Tillery. Our stream will be on my channel next week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to check us out again and write with us, please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, so you can get my ding and know that it's live. Yep. So we're gonna be doing some really cool things coming up, but we'll talk about that later when I have time to chat about it. But thank you guys for writing with me and with us. I'm sure you guys, they'll be doing their closeout, but I got to run. Of course, even at night.
Because we want to make sure that Abigail and everybody else gets over.
Yeah, I would love to stay writing with you guys because I need to get way more work done, but I got to run out and then I can probably write later again. Stay up a couple hours tonight. All right, bye.
Bye. See you later. Thanks for hanging.
Or as they say in Korean, annyeong.
Annyeong. Annyeong. So y'all are stuck with us, and we're gonna. I mean, I don't know, Stu. Are you hanging for another one?
I'll have to relocate to the living room. I think my wife's wanting to go to bed, but I can do another one.
Alrighty, I'm definitely gonna do
it's on my laptop, so I can carry it around.
Cool. All right, so let's see. It's 10:33. I want to go through the chat real quick to see what everybody was saying. And y'all definitely got to bear with me. So I want to go back to this, though. The Haunting of Mabel House is the working title of the book, of book 1 in my series, The Afterlife Coaches. First of all, that series name is lit. Love it. The Haunting of Mabel House. So you already got me scared. Is it a scary story? Is this the middle grade book you were talking about that you're working on? My book is Songs of Autumn. Oh, autumn is my favorite season. Let's see, Abigail. I can't think of a title for my nano project. Tell us more about the project. Maybe we can at least give you a working title. Because I title shit. I have to title it in order to keep going, even if I end up changing it.
I don't think I've changed any of my titles, really.
I've changed some. Like I had a screenplay that's now being reworked into a miniseries, by the way. Yes.
I have my first ever writing that I ever did when I started in high school. It was originally called Azate's Revenge, which Azate is the main character. And then when I decided to turn into a series, I called the series Left But Not Forgotten. And book 2 is Azate's Revenge, which is still that same one.
Right.
And then I have another book I plan on writing. It started as like this big collab type ordeal on a writing forum I was on. It was originally called Wicked, and it just kind of fell through. Nobody really wanted to do it after we got started. So I asked the person that was kind of started it all. I'm like, can I have this idea? Because I used one of my characters for my world in it, and I was like, this would be good, like for a backstory or something. And they was like, yeah, you can use it or whatever, because we hadn't really done anything. So I was like, I'll just use my stuff and not really, anybody else's, but I'll change it so it fits mine better, because that was more like sci-fi and mine's fantasy.
Right.
So I was going to change some stuff. And then one of the other chicks that was also in that collab with us still wanted to do it, so it was going to be me and her. And she had created a character called Topaz, and I was using Brighton for my story. And there's going to be like a love interest type ordeal. So we was going to write the story, and it was going to be called Escape from the Wicked or something.
Oh, cool.
And it was going to be like their backstory.
Like fun. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was going to be like a backstory from when Brighton was younger, and it was like how they met. And then, she was going to use Brighton in some of her stories, and I was going to use Topaz in mine. And then finally, she just kind of quit writing and didn't want me to put Topaz in it and any of my stuff, where she wanted to wait until she felt ready to write. So I had to go in and change everything from Topaz to Kalama, which is who Brighton's lover is now.
I understand.
And she said she didn't want to do the Escape from the Wicked anymore. So I was like, all right, since the other chick had already gave me permission to use that, I'm just going to use what I had still already wrote. And now I'm going to do it. It's going to be called Tagrax Halls, which is the place that it's located at.
Cool. Oh my
god. I mean, that's changed some, but it wasn't because I named it something and then decided to change it later.
Right. My mind had to change. Well, it didn't have to change. But when I finished it, because I titled it Blessed. And when I finished it, the first thing that came to my mind was people are going to think it's like a religious book or a story. Not book, because it was a script. A religious story. And I didn't want anybody to get the wrong impression. So I didn't want them to come in thinking, oh, it was going to be this. And then they go like, what the hell did I just see? So I changed it from that to Deviant. And where I got the title Deviant from was inside the script itself, when one of the characters referred to another character as, you're a deviant. And I thought, yeah, that kind of best describes the flavor of the story, for lack of a better term. But the reason why I originally called it Blessed is because one of the main characters was the kind of person he calls himself blessed because no matter who you are, no matter what package you're in, he can love you. And he felt like because he was that kind of person that he was blessed. And so I said, yeah, that'd be a good title. He's blessed because he doesn't discriminate. He loves everybody. But I changed it to Deviant because I realized the rest of the world also will look at that like that's sick. What do you mean? If you're a dude, you can love, a dude or something like that? You know how people will think. So I changed that. But since one of the characters called another one that, it works, even though they were being rude. So, and that was one that got a big change. And then you already know about Shattered had to change. Trying to think. I know I've changed something else. But yeah, I pretty much, my working titles end up being the permanent titles.
Yeah, that's how I am. I usually pick a title and that's what I stick with. Like one of my side projects or whatever that I've been kind of working heavily on, that's also fantasy, is The Gift of a Child. And then as I was writing that, I was like, I might write like a companion novel, different characters' point of view. And the moment I thought of that, I was like, all right, I got to fucking name it, So
that's me. That's me. I can't function unless I name it. I'm still now usually 99% of the time, I do not get stuck. I can come up with a title. Yeah, I'm stuck now. This for the first time in my life, because I had not the first, the second, the current 2 stories that I have on the back burner don't have titles that I like. One is called Jen, and that's a placeholder title, but it has been a placeholder title for 2 years. And the other one, I forgot what I call it, but it's a placeholder title as well. I need a title for Jen because Jen is getting ready to get written, and I need a title for it. And it's killing me because I like Jen, but Jen doesn't work well enough. It doesn't work well enough because the character isn't just Jen. So, damn it. I mean, I need a title for it. And so, and every time I try to think, well, oh, I could do this, like, no, that's not working. Oh, no. And I need it to be, it's a duo. So it's a 2-book series. And I need it to be something like waxing and waning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something that kind of goes hand in hand. That's how I wanted to do with the gift of a child.
Waxing and, topaz waning or something like that. I wanted to do that, but I don't, I just don't have, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And it's holding me back. It's holding me back. I need it.
Yeah, with the gift of a child, since it was going to have a companion, I was like, I still want it kind of similar, different. So I chose the ballad of a child, which kind of sounds like ballad, which is like a song or whatever.
Right.
But it's got R in there because the person's last name, that it will be like the main character's last name is Ballard. So I played that on.
Got it. Let me see. Let's go back up. I think I missed a bunch. We got a tour of Stewie's house. Yeah. We've got a couple tours of Stewie's house before. That's what I thought it was the middle grade one. See, I pay attention.
I probably won't see much. A lot of my walls are dark. In here it's purple. And then the hallway's brown, which I probably won't even turn the light on that. And the living room's brown. But it'll look a lot brighter in there than it does in here.
Beetle guys, like Beetlejuice. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Mine is called Shattered Doll. Yeah, I mean, it's so many Shattered titles out there, and nobody's Shattered title. Like, I went through to see what the different stories were about, and they didn't match each other, which I thought was pretty cool. So I said I felt good with calling mine Shattered because I wasn't worried about it. But again, I still had the one, the Fallen Angel story, that I still have to get a better title for it than I have.
Yeah, I told you about mine, didn't I?
It's called Archangel. Mine is currently just called Archangel.
Yeah, I told you about mine that I was trying to at some point. Yeah, it's gonna be called The Banishment. And I sent you the cover. I had
You'll have better luck with that title than you would if you called it Fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though technically you might be talking about the fall, and that's the thing. Mine is actually talking about before the fall.
Yeah, mine's gonna have a little bit before the fall, and then mostly deal with not Lucifer, but the other fallen angels and their banishment role or whatever afterwards.
Yeah, I like the title Banishment. That's good.
I mean, I was gonna have like this warrior angel that actually, breaks their halos and rips off their wings, like the picture I showed you for the cover.
You ain't telling me that part.
Yeah, I sent you the cover, didn't I?
No, I'm talking. You didn't tell me about breaking off halos and carrying on.
Yeah, because I like the envisionment of I don't really remember what's denomination or whatever, but the angels with the halos, instead of it just being like a golden ring that hovers over the head, it's like a halo that's attached to their scalp that goes like that. And then that's where you kind of get the horns from like demons or whatever. It's like the halo broke in the middle at the top, so you just kind of got it part way up.
Oh my god!
I kind of go with that kind of.
You just gave me a headache. Like, oh my god! I'm glad I don't have a halo.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, and then their wings get ripped off or whatever when they get banished. Which is kind of what I was showing in that cover wherever I sent you. It has Lucifer with his back turned. You can see the scars where.
Yeah, I remember. Mine doesn't even get.
I gotta have it blood and gore and violence.
I see. I swear to you, mine sounds more like a soap opera. I mean, it really does. Like, it's not funny or campy, but it's still basically their life before the fall. And you get to see how the archangels were, and you get to see some of the resentment they were having, quote unquote resentment for lack of a better term, that they were having, that God decided that he was going to create these little monkey looking creatures and creating us to look like them on top of that, which they felt insulted about. But so it was, you get to see all that. Men don't even exist yet.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a little bit before man was created, and then a lot of it was, I think the term was called watchers, which is a set of angels that were set to just watch over them.
I have all the choirs of angels. Yep. But archangel is the lowest one until you get the angel. So you have angels,
And
archangels.
a lot of people think archangels are like up there.
No,
Like, not. I know.
they are the only ones lower than them are just regular angels, and those angels are meant to go to deal with us. And then archangels are more like they're like battle people, but they are low on it. The Watchers are what, the third choir? They're high.
I don't know.
I don't remember in order, but I have it written down.
But I know a lot of the Watchers came to Earth, or whatever, mingled with humans and had sex with them, and
they got in trouble.
And that's what got them banished. So that's what mine's going to be kind of following.
Yeah. So I think people will. Well, of course, you can get a lot of people to go that I'm being blasphemous too, but I think people will like the story. Because I just wanted to talk about before the fall. It was some good times before the fall actually happened. And then you get to see, like, while the fall was happening and everything, all the turmoil, Michael Hothead stuff and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So it's kind of a soap opera. Book one of the series called Papa's Playthings. Papa's Playthings. Oh, see, I like alliteration too. I have tiny envy. I have title envy. Oh. Don't have envy. Don't have any kind of envy. We all help.
I like titling so much. I even start titling my chapters and stuff.
That's the one thing I have not done. I've only titled one book with chapter titles. And you know why? And I use like song titles as the chapter titles because it's the only thing you can get away with music wise, unless you write the songs.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think a lot of the chapters in my memoir is going to be song titles, since it's, or at least my song titles were, since that's what it's about.
Right. That's perfect. My series is called Scars. Yeah, I know. So the Curious Cases of Waverly Hills. I haven't heard anything about that. My title, Underworld Bridge. Underworld Bridge. Oh my God. I like that. Let's see, Abigail. My current book follows a girl who survives a massive outbreak. So we can't call it outbreak. That kills 99.9% of humans, likely a man-made virus, and scours the earth for other survivors. So she's looking the earth over. There are very few characters in the main, so we don't want to call it survivor. We don't want to call it outbreak. She's scouring, which means she's alone at first. Let's see. You say that the virus is likely man-made. So do you know yourself if it is man-made, or
still trying to figure that out?
Yeah, I was saying, like, do you know already, or you're saying that the character thinks that it might be? But let's see. We're dealing with the extinction of mankind, so you can call it extinction. For stories like this, I think one-word titles work really great. What are you thinking, Stewie?
I don't know. Depending on exactly the content of it, I would probably do The Lonely Hunt or whatever, because you're alone and you're searching for something as well as hunting for survival.
Yeah, what's another word for someone who is hunting and alone? A seeker, but don't do seeker, because there's so many books called Seeker. I literally almost in search of. As soon as I said in search of, I saw Leonard Nimoy. We'll help you. We'll think on it. We'll cook that one. But title it. Where are you at? Title it Massive Outbreak if you have to right now, just so you have a placeholder. You know, something like that. But yeah, we'll figure something out. Isolation, yeah. Okay.
If you wanted if it's more darker or something, maybe even find up that phobia of being isolated, whatever that phobia is.
Yeah.
think that'd make a good title.
And if you and if your character actually had that phobia, which would really,
I mean, that's like the reason why they're trying to find somebody else because they don't want to be the last person or whatever.
Yeah, that would be woo. Can you imagine having whatever the phobia is called and then be left stuck in that phobia? Because man, oh my God.
Only thing I can think of talk about this is I Am Legend with Will Smith in it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it because I felt like it was gonna make me cry.
It probably would. He dies. Spoiler.
It's
been out long enough. I don't care.
You're supposed to say spoiler before you say what the spoiler is.
It's been out for how many years now?
No. I don't care. I'm like you. I don't care about spoilers, but I'm saying
I don't care.
Spoiler. You say spoiler, and
spoiler
then
warning.
Is. You can't warn somebody if you say it. Awesome. Yeah. So, because I was going to say agoraphobia, that's the opposite. That's when you
autophobia,
outside.
monophobia, oscillophobia, or remophobia is the specific phobia of oscillation. A morbid fear of being egotistical or a dread of being alone or isolated.
That would be so fucked up. That just makes me think of the Twilight Zone about dude with the books, and everybody's gone, and he got all the books because that's all he wanted, and then his glasses break. Like, oh wow, you have really bad luck, dude. All right, so let's see. It's 10:51. Everybody ready to do another? You want to do a 15 or a 20? Because I know everybody's tired.
I'm good for whatever.
I'm going to say 15, and then that way anybody that needs to bail out can. Oh my God, my voice is really jacked. So how you guys feel about that? You ready? Let's give it one more minute, and then we'll start. That way I can find where I am.
Yeah, I know at some point my wife's going to come back here, so then I'll have to take a little break.
Right, I understand.
It won't take that long.
All right, guys, go for it. 15 minutes from now. Okay, my lovelies. That is time. I think we actually got a few extra seconds. Let's see. So, how did you all do? I was just looking up stuff the whole time. I got intrigued by the story. So let's see. I got to go back a bit. Jeezy peasy. I talk a lot. I think I love it. Heading out to Meadow Stream. See you there if you need more sprints. All right. See you later. Absurd. Yeah, I thought that one might work since you know it could. Technically, it's about something happening really fast, but outbreaks happen really fast, so that could work. And I thought, yeah, Aethas, people would go, "What's that?" But they could look that up, or you can kind of explain it in the book. Depending on what, like, I don't know all the characters. I don't know what everybody's into. Maybe one of your characters is a scientist who's involved in it, and they could have been involved in the Aethas program that went awry or something. I don't know. Don't give me the lion. See, but yeah, it might be taken. Oh yeah, ignore me. It's not taken, really? Okay. Cool. What'd you do? How'd you do, Stewie?
11:43. 11:41.
Damn. And 1:15? Holy moly. After I land on this area. Oh, don't say that. We're all in this together. Okay. I understand. Nano's been crazy. Now I do like Nosos just because of it's Nosos, and which means disease, and the phobos, which means fear of. So it's like fear of disease. But that only works if your character is if you were going to go with the phobia angle. Actually, it could work without it, but it would work better if you were. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see what we're doing now. Nano. Just check my word count. Thank you. Oh, you did it. You're officially 301 above. Oh, yes. Praise the gods of Nano. You did it. Yes, congratulations. Let's see, copyright 217. Great. I got nothing. 390. I'm just amazed at the numbers that you guys are doing this time. Well, maybe you guys are in different times too, but this time of night, morning, whatever, it's 11 o'clock for me. So yeah, I don't know what time zones you all are in. Where are you, Stewie? I keep forgetting. I mean,
it's only 10.
I know where you are. I mean, I didn't know what your time zone was.
Yeah, Central. Just an hour behind you.
Okay.
So it's 10 here.
So I'm in the future.
Yep.
So let's see. I'm trying to find. Give me a second. I got to get back. Here we go. Okay. So congratulations. Yes, my MC is very uncomfortable with the idea of being alone or forgotten. And that's what it means, being alone or forgotten. So these titles are all perfect. Have a hard time. You'll decide as you finish into it, something will click which will make one work better than the other one. So you're good to go. So I hope everybody had fun. It seems like everybody had fun tonight, especially the Battle Royale portion. So I guess from now on, our second sprint is going to be Battle Royale.
See what I'm working against.
Yeah.
First one, just kind of scope out your competition.
Yeah, the first one, you got to feel everybody out. Everybody just thrown into the arena and getting warmed up and all that other stuff. But the second one, you go for it. The third one is the killer round. And then we'll say the fourth one, if everybody's still alive, we chill a little bit.
Yeah, what's that called? Like after a workout where you kind of do your stretches afterwards, kind of cool down and stuff?
Cool down. You got to do the cool down. You warm up, then you do the routines, and then you cool down.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do that. And if we have 4 sprints, it depends on DL's channel. We can't do a 4th one because she can never stay. I can always stay, but I don't know if you guys are aware, but StreamYard is changing their rules. So not changing their rules. They're changing how much time you can do on the free. So you only get 20 hours a month on the free StreamYard, which comes out to be like 5 hours a week, which in my opinion is still pretty great.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't affect us because we're not like gamers and stuff. Gamers would need more, but if you're a gamer and use the StreamYard, it would just be in your best interest to pay. And I think their paid program is like $200 for the year, and then you can do whatever you want. Plus, you get to customize, do a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm never going to need that. I'm never going to stream 20 hours in a month. I shouldn't say never, but it's very doubtful that I will stream 20 hours in a month.
I'll say you do about a 2-hour stream each week. That's only 8 hours.
Right. And that's if I do.
You could do that twice a week. Still not hit it.
Yep. Yep. And I will be doing streams every week starting in February, but they won't be this. So we'll have the normal Tuesday night sprint stuff, but I'll have a stream that I'm doing where just kind of like an update, like 15, 20 minutes. I'm still not going to nowhere near hit it. Nowhere near. So yeah, Abigail, I hope that helps you. At least if nothing else, gets the juices flowing. And Novel Nana, I cannot say it enough. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's see. I'll make a video and give y'all a shout out. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. But again, yeah, that's why we do this, because it's helping everybody else. Like, obviously, I didn't have to write today. I don't have anything that I'm working on until December because I didn't feel like it was smart of me to try to start something in November because I had so much going on. So I didn't do it, but I still write and I still like to get stuff in. Like, I still got that scene done, but I didn't have to do that. Like, it's not part of my deadline. You know what I mean? And Stewie, you're not, I don't even know, do you even give yourself deadlines, or how do you roll?
I just set the deadline for the first draft for Sovereign Duties as just this year, since it took me about 2 years from start to end of my first draft of the first book. I want to kind of cut that down to half.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my only deadline I really set, was just to get that first draft done this year.
I have, like I showed you before, I have, let's see, December, January, February. So I have till February, the end of February, to do Gemini Rising first draft, not to finish the book or anything, but to do that first draft. But I send my first draft out to my alpha as I go, like as I do a chapter.
Yeah, I'll be looking for some alphas probably in January or so after I finish first draft.
As soon as I get that first chapter over here done, I'll be starting to send it, but that's still not going to happen until the end of December. And then not the end of December, but close to it. And then once I get all of them done and they go through my alpha, I'll make whatever changes I'm going to make, and then I immediately start the beta process. So my beta process will start in March. Starts in March. So that's how I roll. So I'm hoping to have Gemini done completely and entirely this time next year. It should be, if all goes well. It's a heavy story. That's why it's going to take me a minute. I do have some other stuff that I'm doing in between, but they will not nearly take as much time to do. Not even close. But it also helps that I have a lot of that stuff already written. Abigail, helps so much. Thank you all for your ideas. I can't believe I've been writing this for 26 days without a title. I don't even know how you did it. I can't. I don't know. It's one of the very few little ritually things that I have to do in order to start writing the story. What was I going to? Oh, because we were talking about this on another stream about like writing rituals and writing process and stuff. And we all have our own. But, and I do too, of course, but I do not have to do all those things that I prefer to do in order to write. Like, if I didn't have my playlist going, I could still write. If it's noisy and 8,000 kids running around, I can still write. I didn't make myself get into a situation where it had to be silent and it had to be this, and my cup of coffee had to be on the left next to my donut. You know, yes, I do those things, but if all those things are missing, I can still write. So that's where I kind of place myself. I want my ritual stuff though. Okay, so let's see. What's the last one? Was that it? Was that it? Yeah, I think I hit everybody. Did I miss anybody, Stewie? Do you see anybody who I missed?
I know there's another comment after that hasn't loaded in StreamYard from Key Clavis. It says, "LOL. My working title before finding a title is always Fred."
I like that. I like that. My working title 1% of the time is usually something somebody said that makes me always remember the story that I'm working on. But usually those titles come to me. They just come.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple times when I'm doing a chapter that I might leave it blank if I can't think exactly what I want to do for it. But most time I think of those before I ever start writing as well.
Yeah, I don't know why my brain does that, but it just does. And it kind of like, it pulls a lot of stuff together at one time. Like, I know people were saying in other threads, because me and Stewie tend to be really big outlining people. And people were saying that, oh, I couldn't do that because it takes away from my story thing and blah, blah, blah. Like, and I'm like, I don't get it, because it doesn't take anything away from my story writing. All my notes, all it does is keep me on track. It does not in any way take away from like the surprise of writing the story itself. So,
like I say with like spoilers or whatever, when I outline something, I don't feel like it's taken away like the surprise of writing it, because I'm still getting that surprise as I'm outlining.
You wrote the outline, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't. When people say that, I always go, but I wrote the outline.
Yeah. So at some point, I feel like, yeah, this could happen.
I mean, if you wrote the outline and handed it to me, then I had to read it, then I would say, yeah, you spoiled it. But I wrote the outline of the story that I'm writing, so therefore I'm okay. And trust, like, I literally,
I go off of my outline all the time. I'll have like a thick, several hundred words per chapter or per scene, and then I might decide to go a different way when I'm writing it.
Exactly, and that's just
I'm not like I have to stick to this.
I think that's what people get in their mind, that they think if you write the outline, then you're trapped inside of it. Like, for instance, this outline right here, remember I showed you the purple, not the purple, because the purple is something different. The blue and the green. That's because this is the second outline, because I made those changes, So it's like, no, it's just a guide. It's just a guide.
I do it because while I think of that chapter, like what's going to happen, I start getting all these ideas, so I have to top it up before I fucking forget it. So I have thick ass outlines.
Yeah.
Dialogue or whatever, just bam.
This right here alone, these 5 little points, is one chapter. Those are 5 scenes that happen in that chapter. And I'll make them as generic as I need to. Now, mind you, somewhere else I have it really written out, like a synopsis really written out. But like, for me to write Ahriman and Zoe's tryst as the first thing, I know what happens with that scene. Now, if I needed more to it, if you can see some need more, like this green one needed me to say more, then I say more in order to keep it straight. But that's all it is.
Yeah, I know at times or whatever, I just know like this character is going to have a conversation with this character, and I already know in my mind what that conversation is going to be about. I'll just type, so-and-so talks with so-and-so. But other times I'm like, all right, I want, to incorporate these details into the plot or whatever in this dialogue. So then I'll sit down, they talk about this, and this is how they respond, blah, 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 all in my outline, and then go back later.
Always case by case. It's always different. Because I had one scene where I needed to make sure I had 3 people talking, Normally what I would write is 3 people talking. But it was important that I remembered that one of the characters brings up that they were having a problem with the heat. And it was important that they said it. So I didn't want to miss it, because later on you find out that he issues with his heat thing, that you already knew about it. And so that went into my notes. But again, doesn't spoil anything. It doesn't make it like, oh, I need to feel the surprise of it. Like, I'm still surprised by some of the shit they say.
Oh yeah.
I really am. Like, no joke. I still get in there and people go, how? Yeah. I'm like, no. Zoe and Arimon's tryst turned into 5 pages of madness. I think 6 pages of madness. Oh my God. And
yeah, the chapter I'm working on right now for Sovereign Duties, I'll just open it back up. The one I started working on at the beginning of the stream before I decided to switch projects. It literally has 8 words, and that's description for that chapter. I know what's going on or whatever. And
right.
it's basically so-and-so does this at this place. That's it.
The one, to me, the best thing about this is I have all of my notes. Look at my second month of writing. I had more notes for each scene because they needed more notes.
Yeah, and the chapter after that has 454 words.
And then this one is even worse. They needed more notes. But this whole thing is chronological order. If you've read this, a lot of it may not make sense to you because you may not know what Arimon and Zoe's tryst entail. But if you read this in order, you will get the book. You got the outline for the book. And I think it's important to be able to go back and go, oh yeah, I got this. I just do. Now, that's not saying that pantsing is bad, because what works for you is what's great. I just could never pants. There's no way. I want to know in order what scene I'm writing next. I don't want to wonder what scene I'm writing next. Now I work out all the pantsing stuff that people talk about in my head ahead of time, if that makes sense. Like, before I even write my outline, I work my story out. And then I make my outline based on that. I work the story out in my head, and then I write the story.
Yeah, I kind of do my outline like I do the very vague main points, and then I go back and go a little bit more detail with it, a little bit more, and breaking it down to the fucking side plots and all that stuff. I'm trying to think all of it in order to start out with. I was like, all right, these are the key points of the story, like Battle for Medagor. The Lord dies, new one gets elected, war breaks out, this person wins. All right, go back. How does he die? What all goes in with this election, all the battles or whatever, and side plots, and
right.
Try and do all of it at once or whatever. It's kind of, I break it down in sections.
I don't even start writing my story until I have that done. Like,
yeah, same here.
I don't even start writing the story. Now, that the only exception to that is if I get a scene in my head that just really comes to life, I might get that scene out of my head and put it to the left wherever it's going to go inside the story, like just, sidebar it. But I don't start sitting down like, okay, let's write the story until I know the beginning and middle and end. So you know how you have people saying, well, I get that middle drag and I get stuck. I do not, because of that.
Yeah, same here.
Like, if I get stuck on something, that's not the kind of thing I get stuck on. I never get blocked. Thank goodness, knock on for Micah.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I've never had writer's block. I've got burnt out where I just don't feel like writing this. I'm just not in the mood of writing this. But I'll just switch projects, and then that usually solves it for me, because it's usually just that one story, not writing in general.
Yep, that's what does it. I have what I call writer's flood. I never get writer's block. With the writer's flood, though, it can be just as debilitating because it stops you from being able to write. But it's because 8 billion things want to now be written, and it just takes over, and I can't, I have to make them shut up. So basically, I do what you say. I just stop altogether and just write something else until everything shuts up and calms down, and then I get back to work. But I've never, ever, ever sat down and was like, I don't know what to write. I can't write. If anything, my thing is I don't know what to write first.
Oh,
And that's why I started doing these, so that when other stuff would try to jump in, I would go, nope, because I am on the scene. You sit over there and leave me alone. That's how Shattered got done. You know how long I've been writing Shattered, or rather, been thinking about writing Shattered? Literally since I was 17. Literally, since I was the age of the characters in the book. And that is how long. But I sat down last March and I wrote it. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy.
I know. Every so often, I think about going back to Left But Not Forgotten, which is that first series I started back in high school. And then I'm like, no, I feel like doing this other stuff. So, yeah.
And I did let a lot of stuff jump in front of Shattered. A lot.
I don't know if you've seen it or not. I know I made a page on my website with like just a temporary, almost a blank cover. It's like different colors. And it's got the title of the books I'm working on. And there's 20 that I am currently working on.
I didn't see
I've
it.
got outlined and maybe a scene, a chapter, couple chapters, whatever. But I'm currently working on 10 different stories for.
It's on your website?
Yeah, it's on my actual website. It's like See My Future Books or something, and it's got that in it. So I got 10 that I'm going to do as D.L. Stewart, and then I got 10 others that I'm working on that's going to be under my pen name, Peter Gracie.
Oh, cool. Did not see that. I'll have to go and look at it. But yeah, yeah, it's just weird. Like, I don't know. I guess it always throws me because I think for a long time, before I started doing outlines, I just had the story in my head, like, oh yeah, this is what I write next, this is what I write next. They were shitty. Because I would go back and like, oh wait a minute, I missed this, I didn't do that, the other thing, blah blah blah. It changed my life organizing my pantsy stuff.
Oh yeah, I know. Whenever I first started writing that one back in high school, at that point it was just pantsing because I was just doing it for fun in my free time, whatever. Me and some of my friends would just sit down. I was like, what random things can we just think of to put this character through or whatever? And that's when I started outlining because that story was all over the place. I was like, I have to have something that keeps me on a path.
I went to one of my professors did this whole let me show you how to outline a 3-act structure kind of thing. You know, he was all blah blah blah. He published quite a few books, and I was into he thinks he knows everything kind of mode because he published his books. And I remember sitting in the classroom and we had to make up the story and then outline it. So he could show us how to outline something we were making up. And I never forget getting up from that chair going, oh my God, I almost didn't come to class today. It was great. It was great. And then and nobody did it the same way. You know what I mean? Like yours are probably way more in depth than mine. But we're still doing the same thing, just not the same way. I
know I had people ask me all the times, like, since you outline, what kind of outline method do you do? You do like Save the Cat? Do you do the hero's journey or whatever type?
I didn't even know about that shit when I learned.
The 3-act structure or whatever. I'm like, well, the 3-act structure is basically beginning, middle, and end. Every story's going to have that. So I don't sit down and try to follow something. I just tell the story, and then it's what it is.
When I first,
I think people just think too much about that. It's like, oh, I have to write it this way.
That's
I was like, just write your story. It's going to have a beginning, middle, and end. If you finish it.
So true. I really believe in my heart of hearts that they think too much about it, and they put too much on it. Trust me. If I sat with you and you never written an outline before, and you sat and you told me your story, and you were just basically giving me the synopsis version of your story, I could write an outline for you that you would go, oh my God.
Yeah.
You would go, oh my God. When I teach people I call it a skeleton method of how to do it. I use the Red Riding Hood because everybody I know on the planet knows Little Red Riding Hood. I haven't met one person who doesn't know that story. Plenty of people who may not know Star Wars, believe it or not, but I haven't met anybody who doesn't know Little Red Riding Hood. So I use that, and we write a synopsis to that. And not one person has ever written the same synopsis in the same way for that one same story in the history of me showing people how to do it. But they always go, oh, I would have never thought to do this and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm just saying. And it did not in any way impede your creativity, did it? Oh, you know why it didn't? Because you wrote that. I didn't write it. You wrote that. And because you wrote it, it's your monster. It's your monster. You are Dr. Frankenstein, and that is your monster.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing we should call it a night. It's 11:34. I know we have done more than this before, but I don't even have the energy to work on anything else. So hopefully everyone else had fun. DL, you can go ahead and do your outro.
I'm D.L. Stewart. I write adult medieval fantasy. My debut novel, The Battle for Medagore, is currently available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and a bunch of other places. Go check that out. I got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, a Patreon, a YouTube channel, website, newsletter, blog, a bunch of stuff. Go find me on all that. Everything's D.L. Stewart author as one word. So it should be pretty easy for y'all to find me. So, yeah. That's it.
I'm working on trying to catch up to Stewie. I don't have all those things yet, but you can always find me by my name. Sometimes I throw author in front of it, like on Instagram is author Aphrodite Lee. Everything else is pretty much my name except for Facebook. Facebook's my whole name again, but you'll still find me because it's my name. Shattered is coming out in 4 days. 4 days.
About to be 3.
Oh my God. How is this true? How is this possible? But anyway, it's coming out. Encounters is still available if you're interested in Encounters by my alter ego, Minx Kenosha. And it's out on paperback, Audible, and ebook. So enjoy that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping everybody got their nano on today and enjoyed hanging out with me and my horse self and DL and his overachieving self. And Danette and her
That's what I do.
Her crazy zany stuff. So
Go for the fence.
No joke. Battle Royale next Tuesday on DL Tillery's channel. Good night, everybody.